Hello students. In previous lecture we have discussed about the first lecture of the chapter motion in a straight line. Student, in previous lecture we have started a new chapter, that is motion in a straight line. In this chapter we have discussed about the points, that is frame of reference and types of frame of reference, motion and types of motion, and rest position of the body. These topics were discussed by us on previous lecture. Today we will discuss our next topic, that is distance and displacement. Okay students, today we will discuss about a new topic, that is distance and displacement. This is the today's topic on which we have to discuss. Okay student, distance and displacement. Okay, one by one we will discuss all topics of this chapter. So today's topic is that distance and displacement. Student, if we talk about distance, if a body is, listen carefully, if a body is moving from one point to another point, it has many routes that it can goes from one point to another point. Means if a body is trying to go, if a body is moving from one place to another place, then it can reach to another place by different path. Okay, so the actual path length, whatever the body will cover, that will be known as distance, and the actual path length of different route, different way will be different. I am going to make you understand that suppose a body is moving from point A. Okay, so it can follow this route, it can follow this route, means a body can reach from place A to place B by different route. Okay, so the length of these different here, first, this is first route, this is second route, this is third route, and the length of the path of these different paths will be different. So I would like to suggest you what will be the definition of distance. If we talk about the definition of distance, the definition of distance will be what? Listen student, the actual path length. If a body is starting from position A and it has to reach position B, so it will start from point A and it has to be reached to point B. Okay, so it will start and this traverse this route and it reaches to point B. So in that condition, the actual length of this path which is covered by an object is known as distance. I want to say that the definition of distance will be what? The definition of distance is what? The actual path length covered by a body or particle, okay, is called distance. When a body starts from a point A and it reaches to point B by a route, then the actual length of that route, or we can say that the actual length of path covered by a body is known as distance. So if we say that the actual length of this path is 20 km, then the distance covered by the object, is 20 km. Okay student, so listen, I have told that if a body is started from position A and it goes to point B. Then it will reach to point B by different route. Then the different actual length of this path will be known as distance covered by, different distance covered by the object. Simply I want to suggest you that the definition of distance. The definition of distance is what? The definition of distance, we can say what? The definition of distance is that the actual path length covered by an object. The actual path length covered by an object from initial position to final position. We can include this. The actual path length covered by an object from initial position to final position is known as distance, or we can say that is called distance. Okay, is called a distance. And if we talk about distance, it is a scalar quantity. If we talk about distance, we can say that points about distance. Okay, points. First point is that distance is a scalar quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity. Second point is what? SI unit. SI unit of distance. SI unit is what? SI unit is meter. SI unit is meter. And one thing is very important. Distance is always positive. Distance is always positive. Always positive. It can't be zero or negative. It cannot be. It can't be zero or negative. Okay, distance is always positive. It cannot be zero or negative. Okay, this is the important fact. Now we come to the point displacement. What is displacement? Student, we can say that change in position vector. Change in position vector. Position vector that is shortest distance of path length. Shortest distance of path length between the initial position and final position of the object. यहाँ पे हम पार्टिकल भी यूज कर सकते हैं. I have told that change in position vector, that is shortest distance of path length between the initial position and final position of object is called displacement. Okay, displacement. Listen student, if there is a point A and there is a point B, This is the position A and this is the position B of the particle. Then the shortest distance, this is the shortest distance, okay, shortest path length, shortest distance, or we can say shortest distance of path length is known as displacement. Listen, a body can reach from point A to point B by this route, by this route, by this route. This is the first, second, third, in the same manner, fourth. Similarly, this is the fifth. Okay. If we talk about the shortest, so root 5 is means the distance between A and B is shortest when the body will follow the route 5. Okay, the path 5 number path. If the body follow 5 number path, then the distance between point A and point B will be shortest, and this will be known as displacement of the particle, this displacement of the object between these 2 points. Okay, so I want to say that about displacement. Displacement is what? Change in position vector. We can say that the position vector of point A and position vector of point B. If we talk about the difference between the position vector of point A and point B is known as displacement, or we can say that the shortest distance of path length, the shortest distance of path length between initial position and final position of the body or particle or an object is called displacement. Okay, student, I hope you all have understood the point what is displacement. Okay, important facts about displacement. Displacement is a vector quantity because it has magnitude and direction both. The displacement of an object from A to B is directed from A to B. If we write it in vector form, in next chapter I will make you understand what is vector. Okay, so we can write like this: in vector form of an object from point A to B can be written as vector AB. Okay, and what is vector, I will make you understand in next chapter. Okay, so we can say that displacement is a scalar quantity, while if we talk about displacement, that is vector quantity. So we can say that displacement is a vector quantity, while an SI unit of displacement is also meter. SI unit of displacement and distance will be same. Okay, that is meter. And if we talk about displacement, that can be, okay, displacement can be positive, negative and zero. Okay, the condition of displacement can be positive, can negative and zero. In these 3 terms of displacement can be written. So I have told that if we talk about displacement from A to B, then we can write it in vector form. But if we change the direction from B to A, then this can be written as minus vector BA. That is, it will be in negative form. When the direction will be changed and we take opposite direction, then the same displacement can be written as negative. Okay, and I am going to tell you how the displacement can be zero. Okay, how the displacement can be zero. How can we say that displacement will be zero? Consider a path of circle. Let us consider a circular path. Okay, so an object or a particle on this circle starts from point A. Okay, a particle of mass small m starts from point A, and after covering the whole path, it again reaches to point A. Then the displacement of the object will be 0. I want to say that if an object starts from a point and after covering its path, after completing its one one orbit, means an object start from point A and after covering the path, it again reaches to point A, then there will be no displacement, means displacement will be 0. मेरे कहने का मतलब ये है कि कोई ऑब्जेक्ट जहां से चलना स्टार्ट किया, जहां से मूव करना स्टार्ट किया, फिर वहीं पे पहुंच जाएगा, तो उसका डिस्प्लेसमेंट क्या होता है? 0 होता है. ओके, सो इफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम पॉइंट ए एंड आफ्टर covering its path, it reaches to point A, then the displacement of the particle will be 0. Okay, student. Similarly, the path can be rectangular also. Suppose A, B, C, D is a rectangular path, and an object start from point A of mass m. It start from A, and after covering its path, it again reaches to point A. Then the displacement of the object will be 0. Then we can differentiate. If we talk about difference between distance and displacement, we can get difference between displacement and distance. First difference is what? Distance is a scalar quantity, while displacement is a vector quantity. And distance is always positive and it cannot be 0 or negative, while the displacement can be positive, negative and 0. This is the major difference between distance and displacement. One more important difference is there. What? If we talk about distance and displacement, one major point we can get what? That is, distance is always greater than equal to displacement. Distance will be always greater than or equal to displacement, or simply we can write distance divided by displacement will be greater than equal to 1. The ratio of distance and displacement of an object will be always greater than or equal to 1. These are the important facts about distance and displacement. Okay, student, I have discussed about distance and displacement. If we talk about distance, we can define it as the actual path length covered by an object from initial position to final position is called distance. While if we talk about displacement, the shortest distance of path length between the initial position and final position of the object is called displacement. Distance is a scalar quantity because distance has only magnitude and it has no direction. While if we talk about displacement, we can say that displacement is a vector quantity and it has both magnitude as well as direction also. Okay, direction, the direction of the displacement will be from initial position to final position, or we can say that from final position to initial position. Okay, students, and I have discussed some important facts about distance and displacement. That is, distance is always positive and it cannot be 0 or negative, while displacement can be positive, negative or 0, and distance is always greater than equal to displacement. So the ratio of distance and displacement will be always greater than equal to 1. Okay, student, so today in this lecture I have discussed about distance and displacement. Okay, and I have make a difference that what is distance and what is displacement. So I have differentiated what are the differences between distance and displacement and what are the important facts related to distance and displacement. So today it is enough for discussion. Now I will stop the discussion, and in next lecture I will give one more important topic. I will discuss on one more important topic, that is speed and velocity. Okay, I will give the concept of speed and velocity, and I will make the difference between velocity and speed. Okay student, so we will meet on next lecture.